Hey, alright, thanks for joining us today in one of my first how-to videos here in the Airstream. Just so you know, we got a 2015 Airstream land yacht, 28 foot. Purchased it used from a great guy in Texas, but when we got it down here, got it here to our house, there definitely was a handful of kind of like maintenance things that we had to do. And I'm a very visual guy, so you know, I like to watch videos, how to and stuff like that. So we've here on our Adventure channel, we're gonna have a bunch of how-to videos. But one of the first things I had to maintenance was the RV propane gas detector. This is the old one. Atwood Corporation is the one that made these. But on our first trip out, I noticed it wasn't working. I tried to do a test and couldn't figure out why it was working. We were out camping, but it's definitely a safety feature that you need to have in these units. It detects propane if there's a propane leak inside the trailer. So my first how-to video is how to change the RV propane detector. So here you can see the new unit. This was the old one, so Atwood makes it. I did the research, and I jumped on the Airstream forums, and they kind of coached me along the way, but I thought I'd put the video together just to show everybody how to do it real quick and how to troubleshoot it. You currently can't get the black one anymore. I noticed online that Atwood was purchased by Dometic, so the new one, it's still in Atwood, but you're going to purchase it through Dometic, and now it comes in white. One thing I always use like a little ratchet screwdriver. I know a lot of people, I use the screw gun, I'm in the trade, but a lot of kind of like delicate items and stuff that really has to do with when you're working on an area that has finishes around it, nice interior stuff. I like to use just a regular screwdriver. One of the things that helps with that is you never strip out anything. It's horrible when you're doing something, and if you strip out the screws, strip out the wood, and you really want it to go in real nice. I'm not going to fully take this thing apart. I'm just going to show you, the screws back out of the wood. I just use a nice small little hand screwdriver to get them out. That way I don't have to worry about damaging the finishes if the screw gun slips off, as well as not stripping out the screws. Nothing worse than stripping out a screw when you got to fix the hole. So I do that, but basically I was able to pull the old unit out, which was the one sitting here on the floor. I was able to pull the old unit out. I purchased the exact same one, just white. This one pulled out. Unfortunately, when I pulled it out, it wasn't hooked up, so maybe it was already starting to have a problem. It looks like you're supposed to change these things every 84 months. This unit's 7 years old, so it needed a new one anyways. So I just pulled the old one out, and then I did just some standard wire cutters that you get at the electrical shop. Put it all back together, got the thing in, super excited, turned the power on to the unit, didn't work. I was like, great, just spent $100, and maybe the old one worked. Maybe that's why they had it disconnected. But I got it all hooked up, went in and jumped on a couple forums, and I started tracing out the wire, got in the manual, seeing what it did. But the quickest fix I just realized was come back here to the bedroom, and I'm going to go ahead and lift up the bed. So if you don't know, everything that's involved with the battery and everything that's connected to the battery or the inverter throughout the unit comes back to this little storage space. So I'm going to pop it open real quick and show you how I ended up getting that nice little brand new detector hooked up. Bear with me while I get the screws out real quick. You know, it's one thing I noticed, and this is just my OCD kicking in, is when I open this, this is how Airstream left it. And Airstream is super high quality. Everything's built like super well. But I'm a carpenter by trade. I got like an engineering mind. I'm trying to always make things better. And so I'm gonna pop this thing open after a couple screws, and then it's just a spaghetti mess. So I ended up getting in here and vacuuming out. One day I'm going to get in here and organize it a little bit more. But down in this unit, there's an inline fuse that hooks up to the bus bar. It's basically a 1 amp fuse. I don't know if you can get in there, hon, and see it. 1 amp fuse. Pop that thing in, put a brand new fuse in there, and thing fired right up. So if you end up changing your unit out. Here, I'm going to climb out of here and try to put this back together later. But if you end up going to change your RV propane detector and for some reason it still doesn't work, or I'd even say if it stops working, there's a good chance that the fuse is blown. That's what it ended up being in this. But yeah, swapped out the fuse, and the thing fired straight up. The wirings, when you go to pull this out, the wiring's connected right to it. It'll pull out. You're able to work on it right in front of it to do the new wire connections, and then you're able to put the thing back together. But now I got a working unit. Now I was able to test it, so now we're nice and safe. So R&N Adventures, first how-to video, how to change your 7-year-old RV propane detector. Hope you like that helpful tip. Do us a favor, if you're liking some of the videos, or you're just interested in joining our adventures and some of the stuff we'll be doing, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and stay tuned for more how-to videos.